This is our final offering on the TV show court today. This HSBC BWF World Tour. It's a Super 300 event. Remember, tomorrow we'll be with you for all 5 finals. The crowd certainly got the result they wanted in that previous women's doubles match. Wonder whether we'll see the Thai pair triumph here. It'll be a surprise if they do.
And please welcome ISRIYANET and NAMDASH from Thailand.
Well, here's a reception for the 2 local boys. ISRIYANET and NAMDASH. Would be a surprise if they turn over the number 3 seeds, but stranger things have happened.
Umpire Manabu Sakurai from Japan. Service judge Manit Chamunko from Thailand. ชายผู้รอบรองชนะเลิศซึ่งเป็นผู้สุดท้ายในวันนี้ก็มีเชิญนักฟังวีเนียร์จากประเทศมาเลเซียกับทีมอิสริยาเนตและกิติศักดิ์นามเดชจากประเทศไทยกรรมการผู้ตัดสินคุณมานาบุซากุไรจากประเทศญี่ปุ่นกรรมการกำกับการส่งลูกคุณมานิชชาวเมืองโขงจากประเทศไทย
Black, right?
So the coin toss.
Black. Serve. Who will serve? Serve. The receive. Okay. Good luck.
So GOH V and Tan Lee Keong, who won a Commonwealth Games gold medal in 2014 in Glasgow. They were unseeded for that as well. It's the only unseeded medal, or gold medal winners in Glasgow in that particular event. Formerly ranked 1 in men's doubles last year, now down at 29, as you can see there. But you would think, Steen, they ought to have too much firepower for the young Thai pair.
Yeah, I hold them as a huge favourite unless there's some injury or something. I feel that ever since the Olympics, where a number of pairs chose to retire, this Malaysian pair have been potentially the best pair in the world. Unfortunately, Tan Lee Keong got injured, and you can see he's got strapping on his left knee, and I think that was in many ways the reason for their lack of results.
ISRIYANET is 24, his partner NAMDASH is just 22.
Players ready to play.
NAMDASH's got a bandage on his right calf as well, so maybe there's a couple of walking wounded out there. Certainly the number 3 seeds have had no problems
King.
in reaching the semi-final stage. This is how the Thais have advanced. You can see there are 2 long matches in round 1 and 2. 3 gamers. They came through in 2 tight games in their quarter-final.
Yeah, really good win against VR, and Adianto, whom they lost to late in 2017. Great win for them.
So Tan Wee Kyung
Ladies and gentlemen,
will get us underway after the
on my
umpire's
right,
introductions.
GOH V and Tan Wee Kyung, Malaysia. And on my left, Team ISRIYANET and Kitisa Nande, Thailand. Tan Wee Kyung to serve to Kitisa Nande. Level. Play.
So Kyung to serve.
Service over. 1.
And you know every point's going to be cheered to the rafters. Every point won by the Thai pair, that is. They've had plenty to cheer about, actually, the crowd today in various different matches on both courts.
Service over. 1 all. Service over. 2-1.
Solid smash from ISRIYANET.
Play.
Instinctively, they both knew to leave that.
2 all.
Sherman Kyung. Oh, it's really good block. Straight
Service
into
over.
open court.
3-2.
Well, I guess the two Thai players are going into this team thinking, well, we've got nothing to lose here, really. Might as well enjoy ourselves.
Exactly.
Service over.
Often we've
3
seen
all.
Tan and Go start off a little bit slow, reading their opponents. And when it gets close, they're just really, really good.
Service over. 4-3.
2 match points for the Olympic gold against Fu Haifeng and Jiangnan. Not really close though on anyone. Those 2 opportunities.
Yes, they added that silver in Rio to their Commonwealth Games gold, with a silver in the Thomas Cup as well, and a bronze.
Service over. 5-4.
I mean, it's quite common we see players, pairs, when they make good results at the Olympics, it takes some time to figure out now what should our goals be now. Of course, here you could say, yeah, it's easy, gold at the Olympics 20 and gold at Asian Games and so on. But this pair came from
6-4.
they were not favorites at all. Nobody really expected anything from them. So they still had the Super Series to win and Super Series finals, which they did in the late 2016, and then 2017 got a bit more difficult. I think again mainly due to the injury to Tan Wee Kyung, but also perhaps a little bit due to Olympic blues, but when you find something that's working, it's so hard to find a good pair. And when you finally got one, you don't let a little bit of adversity dishearten you, in my opinion. But now they've tried playing with other partners, and they can see how big a difference, they've felt how big a difference there is playing with each other and playing with partners that doesn't have the same skills and the same experience. It'll be interesting to follow them throughout this season here.
Well, it's tight in the opening exchanges in this opening game. Thai's currently ahead by a point.
Service over, 7-all.
Of course, the head of sports in Thailand is the former Olympic champion from Indonesia, Reksi Meineke.
8-7.
So you would think that he's passed on as
9-7.
advice or two on how to excel in men's doubles.
Service over, 8-9.
Cheap service error there. I think his partner skewering his path to the ball, he just couldn't see it. To the shuttlecock, rather.
GOH V here always looks so calm and collected. I always feel that he has at least 25% more to give. Very much alike his coach coming on court now, Kia Sung Kit, who also was an Olympic silver medalist. And 96.
And it's probably a testament to their ability. You mentioned sometimes they can start a bit slowly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really look as though they've done anything more than engage first gear, and they're 11-8 to the good.
20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. (11-8). Play.
So going to form so far in this first game.
Service over.
Second time we've done that.
11. Put. Service over. 12-9.
Once again, Tam Wee Kion's power in the shot, too much for the team pairing. Couldn't do much with that though.
Service over. (10, 12). Service over. 13-10.
So far, things are going according to the plan for GOH 10.
Good lead.
Service over. 11-13.
At least the two Thai men are keeping this competitive.
Play.
2.
Well played, well played.
Twelve, 13. Play. All.
Well, that's energised the crowd. That 3-point lead has disintegrated in a heartbeat.
Service over. 14, 13.
Missed it. Surprising.
Service over. 14, all.
Great play.
And that's a good leave as well. And they've sneaked in front
15,
here.
14.
Looking to try and take at least a game off the number 3 seeds. Not more than that. Certainly making them think. It's not working
16,
at the moment for
14.
Bovie Sham and Tan Wee Kyung.
Sin. Very alert by ISRIYANET in the service situation.
He's going to challenge.
GOH V challenges called in.
No problems there.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 17-14. Play.
Oh, another challenge.
Well, this looks closer.
Yeah, I agree.
GOH V challenges called in.
And he was literally a metre from the shuttlecock when it landed. So you've got to think it's close, but it has clipped the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Oh, nothing
No
going right
challenge
at the
remaining.
moment for the Malaysian pair.
18-14. Play. Play.
Well, that stopped the rot at least.
19.
No, he
14.
netted it.
I netted it, but
Yeah. Very alert by NAMDASH.
So closing in on it, just a couple of points away from the first game here.
I jinxed it by saying everything went according to plan.
You
They
did.
haven't won a rally since then.
Game point. 14.
You did. 6 game points for the unseeded Thai pair.
but they've done really well in the service situation.
Service over, 15-20.
Well, who would have thought that? 21-15.
First game
Didn't
won
take
by
very long either.
Team ISRIYANET and
Home
Nandi.
crowd absolutely loving it. 14
21-15.
minutes. And the third seeds have got a battle on here.
Sorry.
Interesting thing now, I think, Steen, is whether this Thai pair might just tense up a little bit, because of course they came into this with not massive amount expected in this match. Now they've taken the first game. Suddenly, hang on.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go and do their business. I think it's up to Go and Tan to raise their game to be a little bit more alert.
Subject. Could you put the flippery? Kitty.
Well, they're keen to get on with it. The
Okay.
Malaysian's already out there.
Second game, level play.
So Namdash to start us off.
One love.
Wow,
Two love.
got punished that one from GOH V.
Well, it's a storming start
Three
for the
love.
underdogs. Finding Namdash serve a bit hard to deal with at the moment.
Yeah.
Service over. 1-3. Service
Well left
over.
by
4-1.
And that doesn't help the seed's cause. Cheap point.
I think they've underestimated their opponents a little bit, and now they're struggling to get back into this match.
They just look unnerved, don't they?
Yeah, I remember last year here.
Service
Service
over.
fault. Struck
Service
above the
over.
waist. Last year here, this pair,
2-5.
they beat the Danish pairing of Kim Astrup and Anna Skorup, and the Danes, they were not really satisfied with their own game. They felt also that they underestimated these two very, very good players. They've just not really indicated in tournaments throughout the year that they are as good as we see them play
3-5.
here.
Well, they got a couple of points back. Still very early days in this second game. Great smash again.
Service over.
I feel that
Three.
that Go and Tan, they've sort of dug themselves into a little bit of a hole again, and we talked about it before the Olympics at the Thomas Cup in 2016, that they played way too defensively. That was what they bettered in the period up to the Olympics, and they played a really, really good flat game. They played an offensive defense, so to speak, where they were looking for the chances, and they've got to do the same here to get back into this match.
Well, NAMDASH in particular playing above himself as tie pairing, but they're only a point ahead now in the second game.
6-0. Play.
On that very, very quickly.
7-6.
6 of the last 7 points, right?
Yeah, GOH V was really alert. That's the tide. Start of the turn. Maybe not.
Time's over. 7-0.
It's an emphatic response.
Play. Service over. 8-7.
Huge motivational factor for all the Thai players that they are hosting the Thomson Uber Cup later on this year in the middle of May.
9-7.
Also here in Bangkok. Oi, what a shot.
That was phenomenal.
It's gone long.
Service over. 8-9.
We saw some attempts at some really good flat game from GOH V in this rally here, but I also think we saw some good answers from ISRIYANET and NAMDASH.
Ooh, just about.
Service over.
That's one of
10,
the shots that is
8.
really, really difficult to judge as the linesman on the baseline, because it slides out, or maybe it hits just inside the line. It's really, really hard to see.
Well, no challenge, so Thais must have been happy with the call, or lack of. Easy kill in the end, but it's been far from easy for GOH V and Chan Wee Keong, although they are appearing to be in the ascendancy now in this second game, needing to win this to level the match, send us into a last game decider.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. Coach, return to your chair. 11-8. Play. Play.
Pity.
12,
Half a chance there too.
Yeah.
8.
Again, ISRIYANET played some really, really good service and return game.
Pity receive. Play. Service over. 9-12.
Well, that's the second opportunity that he's missed
Service
there.
over.
Or
13.
opportunity,
9.
well, maybe it's not that big an opportunity, but second shot from around that area that he's missed in the last 4 or 5 shots.
Just starting
9.
to edge away now in this game.
Yeah.
Service over. 10-14.
They forced the
11.
number 3 seed into an error again. It's hit very hard.
Yeah.
Tough to call that an error, really. Right into the body. They haven't given up in this game yet.
Play.
I like that. They're not afraid to
14.
challenge. I like that.
Well, winning seems to me the lion's share of points in net.
Play.
Another back in it.
13-14.
Great block, misjudgment. 14-13 now. The crowd are right into this. Well, that'd be frustrating because that was an avoidable error.
13.
They will not go away though.
No.
14-15.
Yep, into the open court. And they've pulled themselves level. They were 4 points down at one stage, I think.
And one of the things I like about this pair is that both players seem to do well on the front court. I think that's really important if you want to be able to make an impact in the future.
Too short. A little bit of tension there.
That's over. 16-15.
Could be an enormous boost to their career should they manage to win this match. ISRIYANET and NAMDASH going to the final. It was a good result yesterday, beating Alfiar and Arianto. Clinical.
Yeah, first two came back, not the third.
17-16.
So look to have taken control again. And big odds on now. We're going to go to a deciding game in this final match. Our first TV day, the HSBC BWF World Tour.
Service over.
That was out though.
17-19.
So still a squeak of a chance in this second game for the tie pairing.
Go, go.
Yeah, beautifully done. Right down the middle.
18-19.
Called in. There's a challenge, I think. But they're not aware that they can challenge.
Oh.
Wow.
Or maybe they also saw that it was in.
That was a real gamble to let that go. So 19 all now. How tense is this?
Service over. 20.
Value of experience there, I think.
Yeah.
Such a huge point. So a game point for one game all. Number 3 seeds. And it's wide.
Challenge.
Yes, I think they have to, but it looked wide, didn't it?
Wide. Yeah.
Listen for the roar if this shows it's missed the line. And it has missed the line by a distance.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service Service over. 20 all.
So 2 clear points, of course, required.
It's great play. Great play in the service situation and the flat game.
21. Match point.
And now
20.
a match point for the young Thai pair. Can they steel their nerves here? Just don't serve too short, be the message. At least make them play.
Play. Go.
It's almost
Play
they can
on.
hardly let the shuttlecock go. And he's put it into the net. Would you believe it? It's a magnificent win for the young Thai pair, 22-20. So straight games, that is phenomenal and very, very surprising scoreline. No wonder the Thai coaching staff are all
Match
smiles.
by
That's a magnificent
ISRIYANET
result.
And Kitty
To take out GOH V and Tam Wee Keong
22-20.
in straight games. It's almost a kind of look a delayed shock on the faces of the Malaysians there, Steve, when they
It's a shock, but I look forward to seeing these two again tomorrow. What a match it was.
they win 21-15, 22-20 in just 35 minutes against the silver medalists from the Rio Olympics. They're not going to forget this in a hurry, and even more so if they win that final tomorrow. Really surprising.